everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be talking about
face camping.
That's right. Today we're going to be talking about the Voldemort of killer strategies. You don't want to mention it around the wrong people. You might strike fear or even rage into their hearts. A lot of people in the Dead by Daylight community seem to think that the main reason people face camp is because they want to ruin your day or make you miserable or ruin your match. But what if I told you that the reason a lot of players face camp is because it works? And not only does it work, it's easy. During a normal match of Dead by Daylight, where say you go for 12 hooks or go for lots of chases, good survivors are programmed to, play efficiently and do generators. But as soon as the killer starts face camping, even the best survivors just stop doing generators. And pretty soon everybody swarms the hook. Now, for the record, I don't think that survivors are bad or stupid or wrong for wanting to go and save their teammate. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is interesting that such a simple playstyle of putting someone on a hook and standing there can all of a sudden make the survivors all come to the hook and stop doing generators, and then the killer ends up just winning the match. The reason I wanted to make a video about this is because during one of my recent streams a couple days ago, I had two matches back to back. One match where I was playing Survivor, and the very next match I was playing Bubba. The first match, I got face camped as a Bubba, and my whole team kind of fell apart trying to save me. And then the next match, I was playing Bubba, and I didn't even really face camp, I just kind of stayed in the area, and that team completely fell apart as well. And that was actually my easiest killer game of the entire day, and it was the only game where I camped that hard. During these matches, you'll notice I am only using No Mither and No Ed. It's because I'm doing sort of a challenge this month because of a subathon goal I hit, where all of April I have to only use No Mither as survivor and only use No Ed as killer. So if you're wondering why I'm only using those perks, that's why. Anyways, here's a look at both of those matches that, again, were back to back. Oh, I thought he was gonna take the vault with me, man. I didn't think he was gonna go down. Keep me company, please. Please, please, please. Thank you. I just need a friend right now, dude. Thank you. Yes. Wait, yeah, find the sweet spot. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, look at him. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Let's go. Oh. I don't get enough Insidious Bubbas. He's so cute. He's adorable. Look at him. I love my little Bubba. Look at him. He's just watching over me. He's like my guardian angel. If you don't do gens, you're all gonna die. I'm trying to give these survivors time, but they're not doing gens, so. Oh, GG. But this is why we do it. This is why it works. Because survivors refuse to do gens. Dude, it's crazy because you could play completely normal as killer and survivors will slam gens so fast. But as soon as it's a face camping Bubba, it's like survivors are like, gens? What the fuck are gens? I don't know what gens are. What the fuck is a generator? I have no clue. And there's nobody does gens. And then the Bubba wins. That's why it's such a fucking Giga Chad playstyle to face camp, because it works. Something about face camping with Bubba makes survivors just forget, wait, what are generators? And then Bubba wins. What's fun about it? The fact that it works so well. The fact that you can just stand there and survivors come to you and then you just wipe them all out. And you don't have to worry about loops or perks or keeping track of the gens. All the mental gymnastics you have to, like, playing killer has a lot of shit you have to keep track of. When you do face camping Bubba, you don't have to worry about any of that. Like, you can just chill, and you get a lot of times you get better results than if you would have played normally. There's a reason I don't do face camp Bubba that often at all. It's because I would get bored, but it is a really nice break from playing killer normally. Like, it's just relaxing.
In all likelihood this round is going to go terribly, but he is hoping. 200 more bits if you win, so sweat it up, baby.
Oh shit! Thank you, Fox, for the bits. Appreciate it. It's really silly. That's a good start. Maybe. Yeah, this is good. There's no reason for me to leave now. They're all here. This is what I mean. You start camping as Bubba and people are like, I'm not doing gens, dude. All three of them are here, dude. Alright, well, look at that. That's crazy, dude. I'm not gonna chainsaw you when you go for the window, dude. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean when it comes, like, what? This was the easiest killer game I've had this entire challenge. Like, what the fuck? You face camp? Gens? Go by, like, they just... Survivors forget about them. Like, what the fuck? What in the hell, man? I was just camped as Nancy. Was that really you? Yes, it was me. I just got face camped as a Bubba, and then my team, like, fell apart, and I was like, see, that's why people play Bubba and camp, because survivors forget how to do gens. So then I played Bubba, and your whole team did not do gens. They just came straight to the hook, and then everybody died in 3 seconds. And I was like, see? This is why people face cam with Bubba. Like, it's so goofy. If I see 3 survivors surrounding a hill to get a save, I ain't going anywhere. There's no gens to protect. And there you go. I just think it's interesting. Because, like I said, I've been doing this challenge or whatever where I'm only using no-ed as killer, no gen defense, no anything. So I'm basically playing perkless till the end game. And out of every match that I've played throughout April so far, that match right there was my easiest match. Because I just stayed in the area with Bubba. And it's just so silly that works so well. And I'm not saying that players shouldn't be frustrated over camping. If you want to be frustrated, if you don't like it, that's totally fine. And you know, you don't have to like it. You can find certain killers or playstyles boring. It's so easy and it's so effective. So it's almost silly to not do it, especially if you just want like some chill games where you don't feel like sweating for 12 hooks and whatever. I don't think playing like this makes you a bad person. I think it makes you maybe lazy at worst. You know that saying, work smarter, not harder? That perfectly applies to this playstyle because it is very effective and you don't really have to do much. I know there's going to be people in the comments that say that this only works against bad survivors. That's just not true. It works against all survivors. The only people that it really doesn't work against are full 4-man survival with friends that have reassurance and that can slow down the dying process on hook. During my most recent subathon, I did 3 hours of face camp Bubba, and I used what I call the face camp build, where you just throw on perks that give you free gen defense and no way out to block the gates as well, where you can just stand there and everything will get blocked for you. And I won every single match during that 3-hour period, except for one. I'm not saying that this playstyle is the most healthy thing for the game. I'm not saying I would be mad if they nerfed it in some way. I honestly think it's just silly. I think it's really silly that you can play in the most just kind of relaxed way where you're just standing there and the results can be just insane, especially if you use those perks that basically defend your gens for you. So just to reiterate again, my point isn't that you shouldn't ever be frustrated if you get camped or anything. I understand sitting on a hook and stuff isn't the most fun thing in the world. I personally just love it because I love Bubba in general. So if a Bubba's keeping me company on hook, I think it's funny and fun, but that doesn't mean you have to. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is don't assume that player just wants to ruin your day or they're a piece of shit or whatever. Because if you really think about it, like just step back and think about it and how well it can work and just create chaos and the whole team just floods to the hook and everybody falls apart. It actually works. And it's silly. So again, I'm not saying don't be frustrated, or I'm not telling you to like that playstyle or not find it boring, but I'm saying that people who do it aren't bad people. Again, I think maybe you can call them lazy, but who cares? They're playing a game in a lazy way. Not really the end of the world. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. I'm not necessarily advocating that everybody should start face camping. I just, again, think it's silly how well it works. And yeah, I don't think it makes you a bad person. Let me know down below if you have ever played Facecamp Bubba, and if so, let me know how the results worked out for you. That's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.